Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Baldr Sky, Dive 1. This is actually 3 p.m. right now. I just came back from the gym maybe about an hour ago. And this is my typical schedule. Just ate some food and here I am. The past couple of days I've been doing it at night, but yeah, right now I don't really have anything to do. Well, basically, the past couple of days I don't really have anything to do too, but I don't know, I guess I just want to lounge around. I guess I was trying to, what's the word? I was trying to test myself whether or not I am not really able to, but I know I'm able to record like anytime, but I'm someone that's pretty strict with my schedule, right? Even though I don't really have any pressing matters to attend to or whatever at times. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to test myself whether or not I was gonna record at night. And I was able to pretty easily, As I said, the flexibility of doing what I'm doing is something that I should probably, not cherish, what's the word? Probably make use of, right? Because being flexible with my time and whatnot really is a privilege that not most people have. But yeah, here I am after the gym, as I said. So let me just do the last episode recap before we start the episode. So in the last episode, we start off this new route. We are in Chinatsu's route. And at the very beginning of the game, we actually remember who Rain is. But we still have all of our, like mercenary life removed because we still have the amnesia. Why we know Rain at this point, I still have no idea, but what I'm guessing is the fact that maybe Agent is basically sending our consciousness back every single time we finish a route. Yeah, basically, I do think that we're basically in a simulation. I'm saying basically so many times right now. So, I think that only us is in the simulation, as I said. I don't think everyone else is in the simulation. Because if everyone is in the simulation, I think it would be a lot more... It would take a lot more power, right? And I think it would detract, like, the whole world being like, not real. But I don't know, though. It's still a speculation at this point. It's just a guess. But it makes sense, right? Like, why else would we, like, suddenly remember Rain even though we shouldn't remember Rain, like, at all? God damn it. Oh, there's this mosquito. I hate mosquitoes. But yeah, we were just remembering Rain, as I said, and chapter 1 to chapter 4 was basically the same. I don't think there's any differences. I think we met up with Chinatsu at chapter 4 for a tiny bit. And the only difference was happening after we met up with Chisel in Ground Zero, which was Seishu. In this one, we actually joined up with Fenrir. And so far, even though we joined up with Fenrir, the only difference was the fact that we got attacked while we were in their aircraft. And right now, we just finished off talking to Aunt Sarah. But yeah, this is us going back to Arvel City once again. We're greeted by gentle sunlight and the chirps of songbirds. We do see a tiny bit of Aki in the flashbacks though. And yeah, she's alright, I guess, but she's definitely a pretty weird person. I don't even know why she has any sort of attachment to Ko, considering how she is, right? You'd think that she would be a lot more antisocial. God damn it. Always happens with this stupid controller. Is this cyberspace? There's a blue sky and white clouds above us. The green of the grass and trees is too dazzling for my poor eyes, which are too used to Suzushiro. Buildings are constructed in harmony with the surrounding land. They're somewhat eccentric, but really bright and clean.
ガキの頃、こんな光景をホロで見たことがある気がするよ。そう、未来都市予想図とかそんな感じで。
叶えられなかった人類の夢を仮想で再現したって感じですね。
What's the point of just making it come true online, though? It's still fake, right? For her part, Rain's also staring at the glittering city with her eyes wide open. But I guess people have to have some sort of thing to fall back on, right? Just because it's fake doesn't mean that some people wouldn't, wouldn't get lost in this escapism. But I don't know. I feel like I'm the type of person, as I said, that can't really get lost if I know that something that I'm enjoying is actually fake. Looking at this all too beautiful sight makes me fully understand everything we've lost.
こう
A nostalgic voice reaches me almost immediately after.
こう
Turning to face the source, I'm greeted by the sight of Aki atop a small hill. This leaves me speechless for a moment. What am I supposed to say here? A number of possible responses swirl around in my head.
ただいま、秋音。
Oh, sorry about that. I finally managed to mutter something that feels right.
おかえりこう
Taking that as our sign, we run toward each other and clasp hands.
待っていてくれたんだね、秋音。
何年も
She squeezes tight, almost as if she's convinced that I'll disappear if she lets go. I'm probably gone for about, I don't know, 4 to 5 years maybe? Or more school years?
もう会えないかと思ってた
ごめん、秋音。
I feel like if she fully utilized her connection, she would have been able to find Ko very easily. But I guess she respects the fact that Ko doesn't want to meet with her.
バカどうしてメールの返事ぐらい
気まずかったんだ。俺は約束を破って秋音の趣味クラブで兵隊なんかしちゃってるんだし。
私知ってたコウが戦ってること
本当にごめん。
でもいいこうして会えたし
She forms a smile. Suddenly, I'm attacked by a headache.
どうしたのコウコウさんは具合が良くないのです神経的な衝撃を受けたばかりでしてあなたは
Aki finally realizes that Rain is here with me.
はじめましてコウさんの部下の霧島レインと申します
Rain bows her head, which makes Aki panic and do the same.
ご丁寧に私西野秋はいコウさんのはとこさんお姉さん代わりの方ですねはい私姉さん代わり
She shoots me a glance as she replies. It doesn't take a psychic to realize she's curious about my relationship with Rain.
とにかくどこか落ち着ける場所はないかな。積もる話もあることだし。
だったら一緒に来て見せたいものがある
Alright, going to Kisaragi dorm again. She flashes a smirk before dragging me along.
それではごゆっくり私は適当に都市内をぶらついていますから
あれレインは来ないのか？
久々に会われたのですからどうぞ私のことは気にしないでください
Yeah, I think she did the same thing when we met up with Nanoha too. She gives a slight bow and walks away towards the city.
彼女行かせちゃっていいの
最初に言っておくけど、レインとはそんな関係じゃないから。
そんな関係って
とりあえず詳しい話は歩きながらしようよ。
We tread along a pathway lined with greenery. I think this is also the reason why I'm not very compatible with romance in the first place too, guys. I focus on the individual quite a lot, right? So what I'm trying to say by saying that is that I care about myself way more than if I care about, you know, my significant other too. I care about both of our free wills and freedom, right? I'm free to do whatever I want. They're free to do whatever they want as long as they don't hurt, you know, as long as we don't hurt each other, right? So like fully committed and whatnot too. Like I'm not saying that I want to see them like cheat on me or whatever like that garbage, right? Of course not. But I respect people's individualism. They don't have to be tied down by me, right? In terms of just what it is that they want to do. Of course, if we're already partners and whatnot, as I said, we have a commitment to be together. But I don't want that to be like something that binds our soul or something, right? Because that seems... I noticed that a lot in a lot of the couples or a lot of the like families that I see. Once you marry someone, you kind of don't want to be apart from them. And I feel like that's very restrictive, right? I feel like I'm not really the type that does that. Like, you know, I'm free to do whatever I want, as I said, as long as we don't hurt each other, and you're free to do whatever you want. But, yeah, I think that most people's romance aren't really like that, right?
そうこうは今はお父さんの舞台にいるのね
I don't even know that if you can call that romance, to be honest. I don't really think that's romance.
ああ、いろいろ事情があってね。
事情ね
Aki heaves down a downhearted sigh.
目的はやっぱり先生
あきね
She probably knows about the relationship between Ark and Fenrir too.
すごいな。あきねはやっぱりごまかせないや。
わからないわけがない理由だってうすうすわかってるこうは先生のことを疑っている
疑ってるけど確信はない。だから追っているんだ。本当のことを確かめたくて。
そう
She looks up at the sky with a lonely looking face. I'll just change the subject. I don't want to sadden her with all this talk of Kurihara and war.
ところで、あきねは今アークで働いているんだよね。
うん空間デザイナーに抜擢今やここらのエリアの責任者
そいつはすごいや。へえ、じゃあここはアキネがデザインしたんだ。
I stopped for a moment to take in my surroundings. They're oddly nostalgic, almost as if I walked through this exact path sometime in the past.
うん正確に言えば再構成した
再構成って。
The thickets along the path catch my eye before I can finish my question. I'm reminded all too much of the path Masa and I took to and from the academy every day. The one where we first dived.
やっと気づいた
じゃあまさか。
I grab Aki's hand and dash off. Assuming I'm right, then it's just beyond here. The one place I can truly call home.
走っちゃ危ない疲れる
ああ、じゃあ俺の背中に捕まって。
I hoist Aki onto my back, then continue my mad dash down the path. Is she really that light? She looks pretty big.
たくましくなったね
For a woman.
こう
I can hear her whisper as she pushes her cheek against my back.
会うたびに大きくなってる
I don't know, Ko doesn't really look all that muscular to me. But I guess he does do mercenary training and whatnot.
そうかな。別に背が伸びたりしてないだろ。兵隊やってて少しは鍛えてるけど。
そういう意味じゃないよ
But yeah, he definitely doesn't seem like he has a lot of muscle. A familiar cherry blossom tree comes into view along the way, meaning my destination is just around the corner.
キサラギ漁だ。
It's a sight I fully expected, yet one that still renders me speechless.
迷ったけどやっぱり作ってみたくなって
Aki plops herself back onto her feet before staring me in the eye. She wants to know if she made the right decision or not, and honestly, I can't blame her. This is a special place for us, but also one that brings back painful memories.
すごいや、アキネ。よくここまでリアルに再現できたね。
That's why I make it a point to give her the brightest smile possible. I think this is still the same, guys.
設定を変えるの
So, even though this is a nice scene, I am going to be muting the voices until we get to something new. Finishing touches, blah blah. Nanoha should be inside, or maybe it's not. Maybe she's not here today, maybe tomorrow. Azai, Eve, yeah, blah blah. Explaining that Mother is in Eve. Yeah, Mother's dead. Mother had memories, yeah, blah blah blah. So we know from the other route that Mother got warned by Naoki about the bomb threat. But how does she, she was kind of, what's the word? She was kind of inoperable, right? There was nothing else after that. So that's why something must have happened to Mother. And it's not Naoki's doing. Okay, so yeah, Nanoha is here. Did we call her yesterday or today? I don't remember. Yeah, it's Nanoha. Yeah, she's crying, blah blah. Don't really care about your crying, Nanoha. Yeah, I feel like in games too, a lot of emotions that happen in games are definitely a lot more emphasized, or basically what I'm trying to say is that they're kind of shown a lot more. What's the word? Not emphasize is the word I'm looking for, but there's something else that's not emphasis. They show off more emotion than actual real humans, I feel. In reality, like, I know there's some people that are like this, but it's kind of idealistic that people would cry just from meeting like their childhood friend or whatever, right? But that, I'm not saying that that only happens in Japanese media, though. It happens in media everywhere, like in movies, in books. They always show off way too much than the typical reaction of other people in real life. Miso soup. So this is exactly the same as what's happening on Nanoha's route. We should also be meeting with Masa tomorrow. Unless we actually don't come back to Arval City today. Oh, what the fuck? So in this one, we instantly know that Nanoha is from the slums. Interesting. I mean, Aki knows. Okay. Moved all over the place, okay. I guess she found that out herself then. She looked up Nanoha's info. You say that, but you probably dig those stuff up yourself too, Aki. Kind of a hypocrite, don't you think? Bathroom in VR. That's interesting. This is all new, I think, so I'm gonna... This actually gets into new stuff quite quickly.
久々だな、菜の葉。
さっきはごめんね。ついつい感激しちゃって。
She sticks her tongue out, trying to play it off, but it only makes her flushed face all the more noticeable. I can feel my own turning red while thinking back to the warmth of her touch.
いや、俺も感激してた。本当に嬉しいよ、また会えて。
本当にそうだよね。
She nods her head, then fills up a bowl with rice for me.
ごめんね。急いでいたから簡単に作っちゃったけど。
I still have no idea why we're eating on the internet. Like, just because we're eating data doesn't mean that, physically we're being fed, right? Sure, we're feeling the taste, but it's not as if my belly is actually filled with food. I don't know. I guess it's part of the whole escapism thing that they want to do and recreate from the internet. But I feel like it's really weird, to be honest.
いや、菜の葉の手料理で出迎えられるなんて、なんだか本当に寮へ帰ってきた気がするよ。
私もなんだか懐かしいよ。こんな風にお料理できるの久しぶりだし。
そうか。もしかして菜の葉もリアルじゃソイレントグリーンばっかりか？
Yeah, the internet in this game is just very much escapism. I actually agree with the anti-AI faction about how these second gens and people who just go to the internet to escape from real life is... I don't know. I don't agree with their way of living.
嫌な世の中だよね。
She sighs with a gloomy expression. She probably has lots of trouble making ends meet. I can tell that by looking at him. No, I can't let myself turn gloomy too. Let's just change the subject.
しかしラッキーだったよ。菜の葉が偶然飯を作っていたなんてさ。
偶然じゃないよ。アキ先輩から電話があって、訳も言わずに設定を変えるの？
She's saying the same stuff, so I'm gonna mute this again. Called Masa, yeah, he's busy. Jinatsu, seen her or Makoto. Yeah, we still don't tell her that oh, there we go. We're still lied to her. Katakura transportation, yeah, this is new.
設定を変えるの？
We don't tell her that this is a front though, because, That's the official front? Okay, I guess he's actually being upfront. Nanoha blinks in disbelief.
俺の親父の本業は菜の葉なら知ってるよな。
そうなんだ。
She finally gets my point and hangs her head in sadness.
お前も今どこに住んでいるかぐらいは話してくれるよな。
こうは。アキ先輩も気づいているんだね。
I nod and Nanoha heaves a resigned sigh.
ごめんね。隠すつもりじゃなかったんだ。ただ、私、鈴代市に住んでいても席はないし。
難民か。だから心配をかけたくなかったんだな。お前も変わっていないな。
I placed my hand on her head just like I used to. This reminds me of when she was hiding her parents' death. She's pretty much doing the same thing right now. Then again, I've been keeping us distant all this time too.
ごめんね。お父さんお母さんのことを知られると、どこに行ってもあのことに触れられちゃうんだ。だから、隠すのが癖になっちゃって。
And just like she used to, she starts half crying again.
もう謝るな。辛ければ遠慮なく俺に言っていいんだ。
I'm too dense. I can't understand you unless you talk.
辛いのは私だけじゃない。こうだって。
菜の葉。
ダメ。やっぱり、もう我慢できないよ。
Finally, tears start rolling down her face. Despite that, she still tries her best to say something.
私、心配だったんだよ。こうが、空先輩が、あんなことになって。だから。
菜の葉、お前。
I finally understand how she feels. Losing Sora devastated her, and she was probably always worried sick about how it affected me.
やだな。私、泣き虫なのが治ってないよ。黙ってよと思ったのに。バカだよ。私。
She wanted to make this feel like any old reunion. I think this is the same though. That wasn't possible for her though.
もう、なんて言っていいのかわかんないよ。今更なんだけどね。あのね。
God, I just do not feel anything when I see you cry, Nanoha. I really just do not care about this chick. She just ends up crying again. The girl doesn't know what to do with herself, blah blah, okay. I mean, people are free to do whatever they want, right? I'm very harsh about her or towards her because, you know, I'm the type that actually change when I sense weakness in myself. And seeing someone that didn't change even though they had all this time just sort of bothers me. Sora's death, blah blah, yeah, same experience. Became a soldier, yeah, this is new. Doubt is assembler, yes I do. She logged out. Okay. Maybe this is gonna be new again. It seems Arval City follows the same cycle as the real world, as night falls after a while.
もっといればいいのに。ごめんなさい先輩。でも出かけないといけない用事があって。ホームごめんね。先にログアウトするね。
I'm guessing it's her job?
ああ、今日はごちそうさまなのは。
She puts on her shoes and looks at me with a lonely expression.
またここに来れば会えるよね。
ああ、また休みの時には遊びに来るから。
うん。じゃあまた。
Nanoha faces away from us, still looking sad. I really don't want to let her go just like this. If something happens to me, this will be our final goodbye.
なのは。
何？
いろいろあっても、俺はナノハを親友と思ってる。だから。
So what? I called out to her, but I just can't put my feelings into words.
それは私も同じだよ。
Despite that, Nanoha smiles back at me. Though her expression does seem a bit gloomy.
こうも鈴代に住んでいるならリアルでも会えたらいいな。でも私も仕事あるし、こうも忙しいよね。
Yeah, this is one of the things that I kind of dislike about this game so far. It feels like whenever we say something to the girls, it's like we're saying goodbye to them as, you know, yeah, bye-bye, you're not gonna be my romance, my significant other this route, so they kind of already have a barrier, so I feel like the relationship is just unnatural. The fact that they had to do this. It's not organic, you know?
俺の方は時間作るよ。ナノハこそスラムで何か困ったことがあったら遠慮なく俺を呼んでくれ。
Yeah, very inorganic. Nanoha nods at me.
今度はもっといろんなことをお話ししようね。
ああ、楽しみにしているからな、ナノハ。
This time her smile is proper. She then leaves through the front door.
ありがとう、こう。
何がだい？俺は別に礼を言われるようなことは。
ナノハがスラムで暮らしてること、こうには素直に話してくれたでしょ。
Oh, sorry about that.
やっぱりナノハの扱いはこうが一番。来てくれてよかった。
俺は何もしていないよ。相変わらずあいつを泣かせちゃっただけだし。
ナノハが安心して泣けるのは幼なじみだから。私も安心。
Aki places her hand on my head like I did on Nanoha's. Yeah, I also don't know how to feel about how... this doesn't just apply to this game, guys. It applies to a lot of stories. The fact that they try to make you special by us being us, and the fact that we can do something just because we're us, right? That's what she said. I feel like, I don't know, me as an individual, I don't feel like I'm anyone special. So I don't have... I feel like I don't... It's not that I don't have the right. It's that... I don't know. As I said, I don't think that people need other people to save themselves. Her palm is warm and soft. Just how long has it been since I experienced this?
じゃあ私もお仕事行ってくる。
ご苦労様。ってこの時間から仕事なの？
うん。私夜型だから。
Aki goes to leave through the front door.
ねえ、アキネ。菜の葉のことを何とかしてあげられないかな？
もちろん。聞いた以上は何とかする。
She gives me a big nod.
後輩を貧乏暮らしなんてさせない。
ありがとう、アキネ。
I think it's not necessarily about money though, Aki. I know that our family is rich and we can definitely help out when it comes to financial stuff.
だからこうも手助けお願い。人はパンのみにてくるにあらず。
ああ、わかってるよ、アキネ。
I don't know. I feel like you can actually be... Like, I feel like you can live with just bread alone if you just want to survive. But I guess surviving doesn't necessarily mean that you're living your life, huh? She nods again with a smile and heads toward the front door.
いってらっしゃい、アキネ。
うん。行ってくる。
Aki walks out, leaving me alone in the dorm. I return to the living room and spread myself out on the floor. The nostalgic atmosphere makes me feel like I went back in time. Oh, what I would do for that to actually happen. What if Great Christmas was just a nightmare? What if I wake up and find myself in the real Seishu Academy?
しかし、こんなに落ち着いた気分も久々だもんな。
I close my eyelids and let the Sandman take me. Shinatsu, Nanoha, Aki. I start picturing those I reunited with.
霧島レインさんからコールです。
The machine voice brings me back from the depths of sleep.
いや、レイン、どうした？
注意。一旦フェンリルベースに戻りませんか？
I look at the time and find out that it's currently late at night. Though I was told to just wait for orders as part of the group, I have to show myself every now and then. Not to mention that I don't feel too good about letting Ark have my body. I thought that I'm supposed to have the day off today.
すまん。つい居眠りなんかしていたよ。レイン、どこにいる？今そっちに向かう。
では、アーバルシティのエントランスで落ち合いましょう。いかがでした？アーバルシティでの休日は。
ああ、平和そのもの。ハトコと幼なじみと食事をしてた。レインこそ休暇をちゃんと楽しんだか？
ええ、と言いたいところですが、なんとなくのんびりしていると落ち着きません。
She forms a wry grin. Wry as it is, however, I see more peace in it than usual. Despite what she said, this day off might have worked to remove some of the stress.
どうかしましたか？注意。
いや、お前にも苦労をかけたなと思ってな。今更だけど、本当に感謝している。
お互い無我夢中でしたから。
She lightly squints and forms a pleasant smile. Her golden hair gently sways in the virtual wind. No, she was just being, what's the word? Being considerate of us. I feel like if it were up to her, she would want to join with us on the conversation.
お楽しみいただけましたか、お客様。
A familiar voice rings out behind me. There we go. We got our first scene with the NPC Sora. I turn around and see a girl in the grass smile at me.
君は？
はい。私はモデル S4R タイプの P165 番。アーク社の接客用 NPC です。
量産 NPC か。
I walk up to it and look at its face.
何かご用がありましたら、遠慮なくお申し付けください。
いや、用はないんだけどな。
I don't need to rely on their ID to tell whether they're an NPC or not at this point. The same goes for most second gens, I'd assume. No dot there. No full stop. They may be smart, but we can tell there's something missing when talking to NPCs. Almost like there's no soul in them. Not that I can explain what a soul is, but still. People likely have the ability to distinguish between other people.
お客様、
一つ質問があるんだけど、君と同じモデルはアーバルシティ以外にも配置されているのかな？
はい。ネットの各地に存在するアーク社の施設には、私と同タイプの NPC が各種目的で配置されています。
じゃあアーク社の施設以外では、例えば個人向けに販売とかレンタルとか。
A soul, huh?
デザイナーとの契約により、それは認められていません。
Yeah, we already talked about
も
this.
しアーク社施設以外の場所で私を見かけた場合は、弊社保安部まで一報いただけると拍車を。
ありがとう。もう行っていいよ。
The NPC bows and makes its way elsewhere.
どうした
Yeah,
んです
same
か？
conversation.
あの NPC に何か疑問でも。
ああ、いや、なんでもないんだ。
I've heard rumors that pirated version of these NPCs are being used as sexoroids. The only real link the sexoroids have to Sora and Ku is that they have the same design. Sora and Ku won't be defiled no matter what they do to those things. My mind understands that completely, but a part of my heart remains unconvinced. Man, we humans sure are irrational creatures.
音声のみ優先度最大ですが、受信されますか？
I mean, yeah, sometimes my mind agrees with something, but my heart doesn't too, Ko. Very rare, though, since I am mostly someone who relies on logic. Who could it be? I momentarily hesitate but decide to answer. Then I spend a moment thinking and...
すまん、レイン。先に戻っていてくれないか？
Is it Chinatsu?
いや、ではリアルで待っていますから。
I watch as she logs out and move to another part of cyberspace.
否定の座標はここだったはずなんだけどな。
Yeah, we met up with Chinatsu before too, but I'm guessing this time we're gonna have some more talk. Before, we actually talked to Chinatsu and gave her the coordinates for, or gave her an access citizenship for Arvel City via Aki. Maybe it's going to be the same this one time too. The virtual city is barren. I look around in search of Chinatsu.
こ
She walks out from behind one of the buildings.
う。悪いね。いきなり呼び出したりして。
いや、連絡してくれて嬉しいよ、千夏。
そう言ってくれると助かるよ。
Just like before, I don't see a single hint of friendliness in her face. Is this really Chinatsu Nagisa? What should I even begin to talk about? Her coldness makes it clear that this isn't a cheerful reunion.
傭兵だってね、こ
Chinatsu breaks the silence.
そうか。門倉運輸の実態をお前も知ってるんだな。
もちろん調べはすぐについたよ。あんたの父親が率いる悪名高い戦闘部隊だね。
それがわかるってことは、千夏も同業者ってことか。
そんなところ。
Is she CDF? GOAT? Maybe even Dominion? I can't make many assumptions, but there's one thing I do understand.
どうやら友達同士再会したいって感じじゃなさそうだな。
まあね。
Her blunt answer freezes my heart.
こうシティを離れて。多分鈴代氏は戦場になる。
I guess this is still this part of the story, so she's not gonna ask for the citizenship until we meet up with Anon. Or sorry, not meet up with Anon, but you know, when we go to the sex pirated NPC sex place.
言うだけ無駄か。同業者だもんね。むしろ稼ぎ時と捉えてるのかもしれないけど、それでも昔の友達が死ぬのは見たくないから。
She ends the conversation and turns her back to me, having left me with no window to respond.
警告してくれる友情は残っているんだな。
Yeah, this is all the same, so I'm gonna go skip again.
設定を変えるの？
So it's not just till chapter 4, the common route for the game. It feels like it's until chapter 6. Yeah, blah blah. I feel like everything will start to differ once we actually meet up with Masa. Because that's when new stuff actually happen
それ
in
じゃあやだよ。いい
the
のか
Chinatsu
な
route. We're in a flashback. Have I seen this? Preliminaries, okay. We're at the tournament arc now. This might be new though. But let me check real quick before I start putting the voices back on again. Miss Coach? I'm guessing you're Miss Coach? Lively. Jeez, she is very thirsty. This is what I don't like about Chinatsu, I guess. She's a bit
設定を変えるの
too confrontational when it comes to liking us. As I said though, I really don't understand the reason why people like us in the first place, other than the fact that we're just the main character. There's our teasing again, though I won't lie, it made my heart jump a bit. No, get a grip, Ko. We're going straight to battle now.
よし行くぞ
I get psyched and activate the diving process. The structure is already crowded. There's participants and spectators everywhere. I look at the field and see a few simulacrums on standby. From an avatar's perspective, simulacrums are so large you have to look up to see them fully. This gives them a sense of size I don't usually feel.
すごい
I hear a familiar voice.
ナノハ来てくれたのかでもお前シュミクラム戦には興味なかったんじゃないのか
せっかくだから今日ぐらいは観戦しておこうと思ってだってこういいとこ見せなきゃね
I wonder how the hell Nanoha even went to Seishu. Maybe she got subsidized by the government or something. Because at that point, her parents are not even there anymore. And she was spending way too much money too in agriculture before she tried to go to nano engineering or whatever, right? Jeez. It doesn't make sense to me that she's wasting all that money. Smiling impishly, Chinatsu nudges me with her elbow.
ようお待たせあれナノハちゃんも来てたのか
ナノハもって
ああ今そこで彼女を見つけてな
I look where Masa is pointing.
一応知り合いが出場するってことだし見に来てあげたわよ
そりゃどうもしかし空が来るなんてちょっと意外だな
私は別にどっちでもよかったんだけどマコちゃんも心配だって言うから
Hmm? Is it just me or does she look like she's in a bad mood?
わかるかいやそれが彼女一人でずっとそこら辺をさまよってたらしくてさ
What? She was lost again. Not that that's unlike her. She probably knows that Makoto is actually one of the participants.
何ニヤニヤしてるのよ私は方向音痴とかじゃないんだからね
何も言ってないだろそれより誠ちゃんは来なかったのか
そのマコちゃんは今日は検診があって
Why would she lie to us though?
検診って
Oh right, it's for her cyberbrain syndrome. I shouldn't have asked that.
あ気にしなくていいよ本当にただの検診だから
She hastily forms a smile and makes the awkwardness go away.
参加選手は受付を終了後特設アリーナにて待機してください
じゃあソラ先輩私たちは観客席に行きましょうかちょっと先行ってて知ってる人がいるの
Sora starts walking towards someone a short distance away from us.
それじゃあみんな頑張ってね
Nanawa waves as she disappears through the door to the spectator section. I look over at Sora who's talking to her friend maybe. She looks pretty small. Is she a kid or something? Well, this is a pretty big tournament. It's not too weird for children to come see it too.
ああ、彼女のこうさせるには適当な手段だろう。
Oh, it's Noi.
でもだからって私の特性じゃそうそうなことはないよ。
I could only hear parts of their conversation. A short while later, they finished speaking and Sora runs up to me.
負けたりしないでよ。まこちゃんには朗報を持って帰りたいんだから。
I respond to her chair by slightly raising my hand. She beams and runs to Nanoha at the spectator seats.
おう、何にやついてるの。
俺笑ってたか？
怪しい。やっぱりあの女は危険だわ。
何言ってんだよお前。
I get her to lay off of me, and another familiar avatar walks up to us.
こんにちは、諸君。
ああ、先生まで来てくれたんですか。
ああ、君たちの活躍ぶりを見学に来させてもらった。
With him watching, we just can't put up a poor performance. This sure fires up my will to fight.
先生ってこの人が河野お師匠さんだったわけ？
そうそう。千夏は AFA の大先生を痴漢呼ばわりしてボールを頭にぶつけたわけだ。
だってあの時は。
いいんだ、気にしていないよ。私は栗原直樹。よろしく。君の噂は聞いているよ。
渚千夏です。よろしくお願いします。
As Mr. Kurihara and Chinatsu exchange a handshake, an announcement resounds throughout the structure.
予選開始10分前。まもなく受付を締め切ります。参加選手は指示されたブースに移動してください。
じゃあ先生、行ってきます。
なあ、頑張ってきたまえ。
もう朝かよ。
I scratch my head and get up as a dull headache attacks me from deep within. Frequent headaches, dreams of the past. The painkillers the medics gave me didn't seem to have any effect at all.
こりゃ本格的にチップがいかれたかな。
I sigh and quickly pass my hands through the sleeves of my clothes. Is this the same name for the chapter? Let me check. Already a fight though, interesting.
今まで何してたの？
Agent, mind hack. Arval City, so it's different. Yeah, it starts already differing in chapter 5, but it was still mostly stuff that we already know, right? That was happening in chapter 5.
忘れちゃうよだよ。
Already a fight here though.
いいのかな？
What's this fight? I didn't even check out the latest force crashes. I gotta check those out.
シフト完了。
しかし朝飯前から訓練とは
Oh, more
レンリ
training.
ルも人使いが荒いぜ。
お役な子、敵は飯を食っていないからといって手加減はしてくれないぞ。
いや、
よし、仮想敵機を出現させろ。
Following her words, a group of viruses and simulacrums appears before us.
仮想敵機が CDF とは恐れ入ったな。
ドミニオンに次いでトラブルを起こしかねない候補だからな。戦ってみて損はあるまい。
I momentarily picture Masa, who's currently working as a CDF detective. We haven't even met up with Masa and we already know this. Could I really pull the trigger if I end up fighting him? Or Chinatsu for that matter.
注意。そろそろ来ますよ。
Rain's words make me stop my train of thought.
いや、いつも通りに行こう。
や
よし、オープンコンバットだ。
へいはっ切り裂けへったれ
敵機排除。
へい
練習通りです。
へいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへい
どうですか？
へいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへいよしへいはっ切り裂けやった へいはっ指先へい当たれへいへい指先へい当たれへい
Aw, too far.
覚悟しな
A Seiron, huh? I don't think we're gonna kill it, yeah. It's such a shame that Force Crash actually does so little damage now.
敵から落とした
I wish it does a lot more. I know Rochi.
へいはっ指先へい当たれへい へい
Oh, come on.
へい指先へいへいはっへいはっ指先へい
Oh, come on. What are you doing, Rain? You're messing up my combo.
指先へい当たれほらへいはっ
着
へい
射室
はっ指先へいと
速です
へいはっ
貫いて
やった捉えたへいはっと
Those things are very weak, huh?
へいはっ指先へい当たれへい覚悟しな
This is not gonna kill again.
練習通りです
あ
Yeah, such a shame that that doesn't kill.
いたろへいはっ指先へい当たれへい
The wire drag actually doesn't do a lot of damage, but it is nice to get enemies from very far away.
指先へいやったどこを見ている
Okay, I thought that thing was actually doing
指先へい
doing force crash on me, but it was rain.
へいはっ指先へい見えた当たれへいほら
There's so many enemies.
へいはっ指先ほらへい当たれへいへい
計算通りです
へいはっ指先へい指先へい
計算通りです
当たれ
Jeez. That Orochi is so annoying.
どうですか
へいはっ指先へい当たれ
There's so many of them, yeah, these Orochis.
へいはっ指先へいキャッ
狙われた
へい指先やったと捉えた
演習通りです着射室行きます
へいはっ指先へい当たれへい
どうですか
Okay, one more combo, I guess. I want to try to kill these Orochis with the
当たれへい
like force crash. There we go. Should be a death there.
あ
There we go.
ーへいキャッ
速です
いたろへい当たれへいほらはっ指先落とした
演習
Is
通
that
り
it?
です
One more? No, that's it. Genocide shotgun. We're getting so many force crashes.
やるじゃないか坊主お前も立派になったもんだない
い加減に坊主はやめろって
I mean, it's very easy when you have a partner. Finally done with the training, I now need to eat breakfast and take a shower. I enter the shower room and find that someone's already there.
注意
失礼しました
I completely forgot that the shower room was unisex. I hastily try to leave, but Major Shizzle calls out to me.
待てどこに行くつもりだ
ですから少佐が浴び終わるのを待とうかと
構わん気にするな第一私が浴び終わるのを待つほどの時間はないぞ
Her response is flat. Apparently, the situation doesn't make her feel anything.
命令だ浴びろ注意
I mean, it shouldn't really.
いや
Well, I'm gonna censor the CG, but you guys can see the text, I guess, YouTube. Can't talk back against an order, can I? I sat next to her and let the hot water pour over me. I know this is a shared, like, a shower room, but why the hell is she not closing her shower room?
まるで学生だな。兵隊暮らしで男とか女とか意識していたらやってられんだろ。
まあそうなんですが。
I throw glances at her. It's not like I want to see her naked body. I just thought I saw something weird about it, that's all.
チラチラと人を見るんじゃない。興味があるなら堂々とこっちを向け。
Yeah.
I listened to her and faced her directly. It's a toned body reminiscent of a Black Panther's. Though tough looking, it also has beautiful flowing curves. However, the reason why I'm compelled to stare at her is different.
興味があるのは擬態かそれとも裸か
Which part of you is a cyborg? I don't see any mechanical parts.
前者であります。
There are strange joint-like lines in certain places and a hard plate on her back. Those things can only mean that Major Shizzle is a cyborg.
軍人のくせに擬態が珍しいのか今まで同僚に擬態化されたやつはいなかったのか
I mean, you don't look cyborgish to me. I guess they don't really want to give you, you know... I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really matter for most people if you see a body of a cyborg. I mean, I don't think that she's hot, like, at all. Even if she's not a cyborg right here. Like, I don't really care too much about Shizzle too.
いえ、いましたが、せいぜい手とか足とか部分擬態のやつだけで。
部分的な擬態はバランスが悪い。本気でいじるなら胴体の骨格から強化しなくちゃならん。そして腹渡から指先に至るまで。私の場合はほぼ全てだな。
So she's a full cyborg. That makes her quite a rarity. Oh, okay. Now that I see, I guess I can see that the, you know, shoulders are cyborgish. There is actually a line on her shoulder. I thought that was just the water at first. High quality cyber bodies are expensive and complex, and honestly, with cloning being viable now, there aren't many reasons to use them.
どうしてクローニング処置を受けないのか不思議に思っているようだな。
いえ、なんとなく理由はわかります。少佐は体の大半を一度に失われたのですね。
そうだ。臓器や四肢のクローニングなら問題はない。しかし、私は体の7割を一度に失った。
She rubs soaps over her soft skin, which looks exactly like a normal woman's.
完全に肉体を培養すれば、必然的にその肉体には機能する脳ができてしまう。つまり、すでに私とは別の人間なわけだ。
そして、そこから脳だけを除いてしまうのは、現行法では殺人になってしまう。
まったくありがたい話だ。法律は五体を失ってもだえ苦しむ者より、植物状態で放置すれば死んでいく複製を守ってくれる。
Cloning always brings about strange problems. Okay, we're gonna be talking more about cloning, I guess, this route. Many generations have passed since cloning became viable, yet we still have lawmakers, human rights organizations, and the masses arguing about it. After countless long court battles, the GU government finally allowed full-body cloning. However,
全身をクローニングするには厳重な資格審査の後、長い順番待ちをせねばならん。無論費用も莫大。一般庶民の払える額じゃない。仮に金と時間があったとしても、いつくたばるかわからない傭兵風情は資格審査から真っ先に除外されてしまうわけ。
what is part of the exam? Is it a, you know, written test?
クソったれな話ですね。
Cloning yourself sure isn't easy.
まあでも擬態も捨てたものじゃない。この仕事には適していると言って間違いはない。
How long is the life expectancy of the clone, though? She demonstrates her body's capabilities by crushing the hard soap between just two of her fingers.
お前が学園に通ったように、私は軍隊で物を学んだ。集落から拉致され、突撃銃を握らされたのが私の入学式だ。 私は戦場しか知らない。だからだろうな。擬態化されたことを後悔したこともない。むしろマシンに近づけてほっとしている。
Major Shizzle puts on a distant look. Now that I get a better look at her eyes, they actually shine in a way that's impossible in nature. I guess she lost her body in battle. I'm somewhat curious, but I really can't bring myself to ask her that directly.
それに飯も食えれば排泄もする。女性としての機能も形だけはちゃんと機能しているしな。
She cracks a smile, making me realize that she is indeed a woman. Large round breasts, a seductive, mature bush. How do you say that again? A bush? Bushes? I guess it's bush. Bush of pubic hair. The sight of her body makes mine react. And
なんだ注意。私の体に改めて個人的な興味が湧いたか。
いえ、めっそうもありません。
試してみるか。私だって立場を忘れ乱れたくなることはある。
いえ、では失礼します。
I half escape out of the shower room. The breakfast and shower is followed by today's briefing.
これが先日門倉中尉たちから提供されたデータだ。ようやく解析が完了した。
She sends us the data.
あの情報や注意だけではなく複数の客に同じ情報を売っていたようですね。
I mean, he's an information broker.
その通り。その一人に米内武の秘書がいるのを確認した。
Major Shizzle cracks a smile, looking like a teacher praising an excellent student.
米内武。反 AI 派閥の筆頭議員ですね。
The real anti-AI hardliner, that one. He's strongly supported by Mitspire's conservatives and is often thought to be a puppet of the GU army.
ということは米内議員もこの事件について我々と同じ情報を握っているのでしょうか。
握っていても不思議はないだろうな。もし米内が知っていればゴートにまで届いても不思議はない。
もしそうなれば大きな騒ぎになるでしょうね。
ま、米内の動きを見ればわかることだ。もし性的のスキャンダルを掴んだとすれば必ず何かリアクションがあるはずだ。
あるいは米内が消されるか。
いずれにしても今は様子見だな。シゼル、モホーク、お前らで手分けしてアナンと米内を監視してくれ。
I'm guessing Yoneuchi is gonna keep dying in every other route, including this one.
よし、解散。全員持ち場に戻れ。
I mean, he doesn't even have a sprite, right, Yoneuchi?
大佐、自分とレイン少尉はまだ持ち場を得ておりませんが。
待機していろ。手助けが必要になったら連絡する。
Major Shizzle replies in my old man's stead.
いや、
Considering my position, that's the only response I can give. She gave me an answer, and I have no right to retort.
そんな顔をするな。お前のおかげで手にした情報だ。食いつきたい気持ちはわからんではないが。
注意。頭痛が治らないそうだな。時折妙な幻覚も見ると聞いている。
はい。しかし戦闘に影響がないのは実力で証明できていると思いますが。
Sorry about that. I kicked my what do you call this again? Footrest.
とにかくお前はおつむのメンテが先だ。
幸いここには我々とつながりのある医者がいる。すぐに診療所に行ってこい。以上だ。
I mean, we've already been to Noi's clinic, so I guess we're gonna meet Noi again. They give me certain looks and take turns telling me off. Guess I won't accomplish anything by just staying here.
注意、私からもお願いします。
いや、
よし。あまりお嬢さんに心配をかけるんじゃないぞ。
He slaps my shoulder and leaves alongside Major Shizzle.
いらっしゃい。君たちはカップルかな？
The place Major Shizzle told us to go to is shocking in more ways than one. Is this fate or something?
よーく戻ってきたな、この不良患者め。
あなたでしたか。親父の言ってた医者っていうのは。
まったく 君はまだ治療中の身の上なんだぞ。どうしてちゃんと私のところに来ないんだ？
すみませんでした。
連絡もせず勝手にあちらこちらへと、自分でも少しだらしないと思わないか？
返す言葉もありません。
ああ、いい。それはそうと、シゼルは元気か？最近はとんとご無沙汰だが。
Noi fills a syringe with medicine.
先生は少佐とお知り合いなのですか？
腐れ縁で昔の友達で、セフレで戦友。なんと言えばいいのやら、それらが入り混じった関係だ。
はあ、なるほど。
I really don't though. Still can't tell what their relationship is like.
その後、具合はどうだ？
ええ、まだところどころ記憶の抜けはありますが、おおむね良好です。
ふむ、それは頂上。さて、それでは楽しい診察を始めるとするかな。ではそこの君、レイン少尉も協力してくれるな。おそらくはデリケートな処置が必要になる。
はい、私にできることでしたら。
How would a civilian help with something that you're supposed to be doing?
いい返事だ。少尉、早速だが服を脱いでくれたまえ。
脱ぐ？私がですか？
もちろんだ。何をためらっている？私は医者だぞ。それとも私を信用できないとでも言うのかね？
いえ、決してそのような。しかし。
さあさあ、早く服を脱がないか。全裸になって四つん這いになりたまえ。こっちに頭が来るようにな。
しかし。
注意、君は部下にどういう教育をしているのかね。これじゃ何も進まんぞ。少尉に命令し、服を脱ぐように言ってくれ。
レイン、これは俺たちの理解を超えた検査なんだ。そうに違いない。
見ろ注意、なんだこの少尉の態度は。部下の教育が行き届いとらんぞ。上官の命令には絶対服
真面目にやっていただけますか？
ちょっとからかっただけだ。しかしその様子では二人ともシゼルの毒牙にはかかっていないようだな。
Feels like I've seen this scene already.
毒牙って何ですか、それは。
実はな、あの少佐殿は。
注意。
Why am I the one she's getting mad at?
やれやれ、真面目な少尉殿だな。いいだろう。注意、そこにかけたまえ。
I get on the examination table and Noi pushes a jet syringe against my neck.
さあ、目を閉じて。君はナノに導かれ、自分の記憶にダイブするんだ。
Injecting me with more nanomachines. I do as she says and see a dazzling light approach me.
じゃあ、グーテライゼ。
I'm about to dive into my memories. The moment I think that, a familiar face shows up to guide me. The face is very nostalgic. As for the person it belongs to, Shinatsu Nagisa, the female friend that used to be my partner. The realization blows my consciousness somewhere far away.
学園のそばにこんな場所があったんだな。
Shinatsu takes my hand and leads me to a green plain.
ランニングしてて見つけたんだ。私にとってとっておきの場所ってやつかな。
She stands proud with the grassy field extending behind her. There are scrap machines all over the place. Their shape makes it clear that they were weapons. The wind blowing through the field feels really pleasant.
やっぱここは落ち着くな。
What a weird sprite.
落ち着くのはいいけど、こんなところまで引っ張ってきて一体何の用なんだ？
こうにちょっと。大会の決勝も近いけどさ、たまにはこういうところでのんびりしてもいいでしょ。
She's a really good girl. Not everyone is so considerate of me. Now that I think about it, she's the first girl I dated and the first to kiss me on the cheek. I even momentarily considered that we might eventually become a real couple. Wait, did she take me here too?
よい。
I turn to look at her and see her struggling to take something out from the scrap.
これってバイクのボディだよな。
ほら、こうも手伝って。男の子なんだから機械いじりは得意でしょ。
I got excited for a bit thinking that it was gonna be a bicycle, but I guess it's gonna be a motorbike.
手伝うって。おいおい、この工具の山は一体どこから持ってきたんだ？
あちこち探したらこんなに見つかったよ。まだピカピカなのに軍人さんももったいないことするよね。
手伝わせるために俺を引っ張ってきたのか？
うん、そうだけど気分転換にちょうどいいでしょ。
Should have known. The midsummer cheer must be getting to my head.
したの？変な顔して。
いや、わかった。じゃあ手伝うから指示してくれ。
そうこなくっちゃ。
And so we split roles and try to rebuild the broken bike. We used manuals we found on the net, but there were still things we didn't get, so we also had to talk it out a lot.
先は長そうだよね。やっぱプラモデルみたいにはいかないか。
Is the engine even still working?
なあ、バイクぐらい新品を買ったらどうだ？今の生活じゃ厳しいだろうけど。
だって親にもねだれないしね。うちは子だくさんで貧乏だし。
No, I actually don't know anything about your family, Chinatsu.
貧乏って、お前の親って青春の職員だよな。
それでも豊かとは言えないよ。趣味クラブで稼いだお金も下宿代と生活費で消えちゃうし。
Even the money I got from the whole simulacrum thing. Okay, the simulacrum I assume she also got from Aki too. I'm guessing she's talking about the tournament. She heaves a downhearted sigh.
本当は下宿なんかする必要ないんだけどね。家にいると弟たちと一緒の部屋にいなきゃいけないし。
でも兄弟仲は悪くないんだろ？
うん、悪くはないよ。喧嘩はするけど当然嫌いなんかじゃない。でも私も弟もいわゆる年頃なわけで。
Yeah, I'm guessing she prefers the privacy.
弟も一人になりたい時間があったりするだろうから。狭い家だし部屋は譲ってあげないとと思って。
Yeah, that's fair.
そっか。
ねえこう、そこのレンチ取って。
ああ、レンチ？これか？
I search for the tool, but I can't tell which one it is.
違う違う、こっち。これだってば。
Slightly irritated, Chinatsu sticks out her hand to the pile of tools. We both reach out for the same wrench and our hands touch. Okay. We both stop in place. I feel her soft hand as our eyes meet and we stare at each other.
なんかお約束なことになっちゃったね。
そうだな。
My heart is beating way too fast. What's making it speed up like that? I know that it's a meme in like anime culture or Japanese culture, I guess, at this point. That when you hold hands, it's like they basically have sex and are pregnant. I wonder where the meme came from.
ねえ、こうの手大きくな。
Okay, what's wrong with that
ねえ、
dialogue?
こうの手大きくな。
Huh? Yeah, it's not my game. It's actually the voice line. The voice line fucks up. It's supposed to be like Oki Kunai, right?
忘れちゃいいのかな。
I guess it's not recorded properly.
そんなことないと思うけどな。
私の手よりは大きいよ。パッと見なよっとしててもやっぱり男の子の手だね。
Whatever you say, Chinatsu. Her cheeks turn red as she smiles in a bashful manner. Suddenly, the smile disappears. Now, she's just looking right into my eyes. I can't even move. She tightly grasps my hand.
こうあのね。
なんだよ。
The world flips upside down as I'm forced to the ground on my back.
なんで投げ飛ばされてんだよ俺。
I mean, she was probably also feeling nervous, I'm guessing.
手が触れただけで顔真っ赤にしてるからだよ。このスケベ。
The sun shines behind her as Chinatsu laughs at me with a reddened face. The impact made my body hurt pretty bad, but I couldn't help but be dazzled by her bright smile. The dream of the past ends, and I find myself on a medical console in a clinic. Noi folds her arms and stares at the monitor on the wall.
一体何か
少し気になることがある。もうしばらく治療に付き合ってくれ。
ええ、構いませんが。
とりあえず治療などは順調に稼働中だ。これからも機械を見て通院してくれ。
はい。
Noi continues staring at the monitor even as I leave. I'm guessing there's something wrong with my brainwaves.
お疲れ様でした。注意。
I walk outside and find Rain waiting for me.
なんだ。中で待っていればよかったのに。
外の空気を吸いがてら少佐と連絡を取っていましたので。
そうか。で、俺たちへの指示は
引き続き鈴代市内のどこかで待機していろとのことです。
そりゃ気楽でいいけど、この後に及んで病人扱いしてるんじゃないだろうな。
まあ休ませてもらいましょう。こんな時間も今は必要ですよ。
そうだな。休めるのは今だけかもしれないしな。
When the real battle begins, I probably, typo, won't even have the time to complain. Rain and I walk through the slums.
認証しました。アーバルシティへのログインを許可します。
Alright, I guess we're gonna be meeting Masa here. If it follows the same template. The sight of Arvel City greets us upon being clear to enter.
付き合わせて悪いな、レイン。
いいえ、お気になさらないでください。一人になってもすることもありませんし、それに久々に文化的な生活を楽しんでいますから。読書に音楽鑑賞、本当に久しぶりに楽しんでいます。
確かに俺たち文化からかけ離れた生活をしているもんな。
Why not just download the books into our brain? A voice rings out from behind me. I notice Nanoha running down a hill toward us when I turn to face it. Yup, she just had the trip there.
おいおい、相変わらずなやつだな。
I offer her a hand, which she grabs, a shy smile on her face. It's then that she notices Rain, failing to hide her surprise.
はじめまして、こんにちは。
Rain doesn't seem to mind though. She smiles and nods her head.
あ、どうも。はじめまして。
あ、ナノハ、紹介するよ。彼女は俺の同僚の桐島レイン。
え？同僚って
若草菜の葉さんですね。コウさんからいつもお話を伺っています。
She offers her hand out to Nanoha.
あ、はい。
Nanoha responds by shaking it, albeit somewhat timidly.
ではコウさん、私は図書館に行きますので、何かあったら呼んでくださいね。
あ、わかった。後で一緒に飯でも食おう。
ええ。ではごゆっくり。
It's only me and Nanoha after Rain takes her leave.
すっごく綺麗な人だね。レインさんって人。
まあな。
That said, she's a walking definition of a rose with thorns. Not that you'd guess as much just by her appearance. I can think of at least 20 people that have had a few bones broken thanks to that.
まあなんだ。で、こう、あんな綺麗な人、どこでどうやって知り合ったの？
もちろん軍隊だよ。腐れ縁ってやつで、今も同じ部隊に所属している。
そっか。なんだ、戦友さんか。
She sighs in a somewhat disappointed manner.
そう、戦友さんだ。別に男とか女とかそんな関係じゃない。
本当に？なんか怪しいな。こうがあんな綺麗な人と一緒にいて手も出さないなんて。
な、マサじゃあるまいし。
Though, her words remind me that despite us not being in a relationship, I did actually lay a hand on her, so...
ああ、その顔。やっぱりしちゃったんじゃないの？
どうしてそうなる？
こう、別に隠さなくていいんだよ。私は何とも思わない。っていうより、むしろ歓迎したい気分だし。
Just because I have sex doesn't mean, you know, we're in a romantic relationship. Sometimes it just happens in the army, Nanoha. We need some sexual outlet. I can tell that she's saying this for my sake, which just makes it hurt all the more. She's still concerned about what happened to Sora, about how that impacted me.
バカだからレインは違うんだよ。
Overcome by pain, I unconsciously placed my hand on her head.
確かにレインとは付き合いが長いけど俺たちの関係はそんな甘いもんじゃないんだ。
What's the right way to explain this to her? We both understand the pain of having lived through a great Christmas. At the same time, we're also comrades that have been through countless battles together. We've embraced one another, we've saved each other's lives, but even then, we're nothing close to a couple.
そっか。いろいろあったんだね。
None of us quick to realize, thankfully enough.
そうだよね。私もいろいろあったんだ。
だろうな。お前も苦労したんだろうな。
Nanawa hangs her head down. Her eyes are probably full of tears now.
学園生の頃南八坂でした約束を覚えてるよ。
うん、もちろん。忘れろって言ったって忘れられないよ。
俺とお前は他人じゃないんだ。辛いことがあったら何でも言えよ。
ほう。
ごめんな、今更か。何年もほったらかしだったもんな。
うんうん。ありがとう。そう言ってくれて。本当に嬉しいよ。
She forces a smile, tears welling up in her eyes.
あ、そろそろ寮へ行くか。
Having agreed on that, we make our way along the familiar path.
なんかこうしてると昔に戻ったみたいだよね。
あ
でもこうはあんまり変わってないよね。
God damn it, this is still the same.
設定を変えるの？
Damn it, I'm so sick of seeing the same thing over and over again. Blah blah. Wizard, blah blah. Blah blah. Yeah, that was kind of new. Telling her about the amnesia. Blah blah, seeing agent. She's calling me Ko. Yeah, and even Nanoha is actually seeing this too. Okay, I guess at this point we don't even know anything about Sora. What are you talking about? We saw her in the flashbacks though. Weird.
設定を変えるの？
Oh, maybe he's talking specifically about Agent and not Sora here. I finally found the VR structure where Drexler is hiding. That's the message the informant Smackjack Eddie sent me just a few days ago. I dived there with my subordinates to capture the Drexler's researchers. But the place was protected by security viruses we didn't expect. I left the enemy to them and went into the database all alone. So this is prior to what we saw in chapter 1, I'm guessing.
自爆装置が作動しています。逃げてください。注意。
Let me save my game though.
それじゃあいいのかな？
ダメだ。手ぶらで帰れるか。レインは先に行け。他の連中と一緒に離脱しろ。
注意。
やっとドレクスラー機関の残党の行方を突き止めて証拠を見つけられそうなんだ。こいつはこのデータを持ち帰らないといくつもの犠牲を払ってここまで来た甲斐がなくなっちまう。
So what were the sacrifices that were made?
端末に接続。データベースよりダウンロード開始。
注意。急いでください。早く。時間がありません。注意。
分かっている。今ダウンロードを始めている。
The terminal sends me the compressed data. If I bring this back and analyze it then... The wait feels unreasonably long. On the edge of my vision, I catch a glimpse of a shining wall screen displaying the currently active program. It's a software meant for nanomachine research and development. and it should be included in the archives I'm downloading.
バッドサイエンティストたちめ、一体何を作っていやがったんだ。
I run my hand over the virtual keyboard and finally see some data relating to nanomachines on the screen.
こいつは
I hastily take a look at the signature and see a familiar set of letters. Assembler version 2.27b.
あいつらまたアセンブラを。
As I gasp, I'm suddenly attacked by dizziness. Dizziness.
なんだ、脳チップに妙な負荷がかかっているみたいだ。
警告、識別不明の個体が接近。
I listen to my sensors and turn around, only to see something that surprises me even more.
そんなバカな。
Sorry about that. I have no idea how long she was there, but there's a girl that certainly shouldn't be here. With saddened eyes, she's looking up directly at me. A familiar face, a long, slender, fairy-like body. Long hair that sways despite there being no wind. She silently looks up at me from within my sights. My head goes blank, and all I can do is look at her with my eyes open wide.
君は空なのか。
Those words escape my lips. Hearing them fills my own heart with intense emotion. And yet, all she does, typo, is look up at me.
それとも空なのか。いや、そんなわけないよな。
It can't be Sora, nor can it be Ku. Both of them have been lost for all eternity.
だとすれば、アーク社のあいつを模した NPC なのか。やっぱりいい趣味とは思えないな。
I'm not about to blame Aki or Aunt Sarah, but seeing an object that looks like the one I lost doesn't make me feel good.
趣味？
どうして NPC がここにいるんだ。この構造体の持ち主にここにいるように言われたのか。
私、アーク、誰かの所有物じゃない。
オラなのか。誰のものでもない NPC なんて初めて聞くぞ。
でも、私はここにいる。
自我が芽生えて所有者から逃げ出したとか、20世紀の SF みたいなことは言うなよ。
違う。
じゃあ、一体なんでこんなところに配置されているんだ。
Wait a sec, something's not right.
自分の意志、選択でここに。
She's actually choosing her words. This most definitely isn't a doll. I know only a single NPC that's as autonomous as this.
君は本当に空じゃないのか。ありえない。空がいないのに空だけが存在できるはずが。
だから私は違う存在。人形でもない。
だったら君は誰なんだ。
私はエージェント。
She smiles as though she'd been waiting for me to ask that.
ダウンロード完了しました。
注意、お願いですから早く。自爆装置の最終秒読みが始まってしまいました。
Are we gonna rewind time at some point and be at this point and, you know, like she's gonna have a singularity here? And we're not gonna, you know, like lose all of our memories? Alright, I can't waste time just talking here.
ああ、言われなくても。せっかく情報が手に入ったのに、こんなところでくたばってたまるもんか。
I kick the ground to go into a dash and pick up the strange girl. Embraced by the metallic arms, the mysterious agent looks at me in surprise.
どうして？
どうもこうもあるか。ここはもうすぐ吹っ飛ぶ。嫌だって言っても連れて逃げるぞ。
She can just disappear though, right? She just appears out of nowhere and then disappears out of nowhere too.
でも基地の自爆は私に効果なし。種別神経パルス攻撃だ。
いいから黙ってろ。おしゃべりしてると舌を。
Before I can finish, she suddenly covers her mouth with both hands.
舌を噛むぞってね。
私は何なら来た。
無理に喋るなって。
But man, her slight carelessness strongly reminds me of Sora and Ku. She's like them, but different at the same time. Agent places her finger on her lip and looks up at me. looks up at me with curiosity in her eyes.
なんだ今度は。
わからないけど
She's looking for the right words again, trying desperately to express her mind.
けど知っているはず
As she smiles sadly, a single tear runs down her cheek.
知っているはずこれは笑いなのに悲しい
俺に尋ねているのか。
The mysterious girl nods.
警告後方で大規模なエネルギー反応衝撃波の到達まであと10 9
A white ball of light shines behind me as the shockwave approaches me. But that heat and wind are just decor. That explosion is just the trigger for a neural pulse that kills everyone connected.
くしょ逃げきれない。あとは祈るしかないな。無事助かるように君も祈ってくれ。
大丈夫祈る助かる
I throw myself into a hole in the structure and crouch to protect the mysterious girl. A moment later, a gale of white noise sweeps over me, making me feel like my brain's being shaken and my open eyes are being fried. My mind suddenly freezes like a circuit with an overloaded breaker. Yeah, this is the same girl. I have to find out what she is. I start running and approach the mysterious girl. She doesn't run away. She just looks at me with a sad expression on her face. Damn it. My head's a huge mess right now. My hands shake as I take her hand.
君は一体誰なんだ。
ようこそアーバルシティへ私はモデル S4R タイプの P126 番アーク社の接客用 NPC です
Yeah, same thing happened before. Not like the whole scene about remembering Agent, but, you know, about how this turned into a normal NPC right after. The cool look-alike NPC smiles back at me.
勘違いだったのか。
Not know how I was reacting, so I don't think so, Ko. I checked the NPC's ID just to be sure. Yup, it doesn't match Ku's.
何だったの今の
She hijacked the NPC. Nanoha catches up to me. Her eyes are open wide.
ナノハも今のを見たよな。
うん一瞬クーちゃんかって思ったでもありえないよこうもそれはよくわかっているよね
しかし
きっと錯覚だよこれはクーちゃんの量産型同じなのは姿形だけなんだから
She talks to me with consideration in her expression. I look and see that her eyes are damp.
秋先輩には悪いけど正直あんまりいい趣味じゃないよね
I need to pull myself together before she breaks down. I take a deep breath to help me do so.
仕方がないさ。企業は資金を回収しないと成り立たないものだろうからな。
そりゃそうだけど
ってあれどうしてお前がクーのことを知ってるんだ
忘れちゃったのあの子が原因で千夏先輩とかすごい騒ぎになったの覚えてない
I think she said the exact same thing, but we never see the flashback towards this. Maybe we're gonna see it after this.
言われてみればそんなこともあったような。
そっか今の子には思い出せないんだね
まあな。でもそんな顔するな。治療は受け始めたしじきに治るよ。
Nanoha's still sad. I gently extend my hand to her just like I used to. Hanging her head down, she tightly grasps it.
やだなすぐ暗くなっちゃうよこの時千夏先輩かストラ先輩がいてくれたらなあの二人のどちらかがいれば暗い空気がパッと明るくなったのに
I don't like someone that changes the mood anyway, though.
ごめんこ私こんな話しちゃって
二人揃うと明るいのを通り越して大変なことになったけどな。
そうだね
I haven't held our hand for far too long. It's small and surprisingly soft.
おかえり、こう。
Alright,
Nanoha.
Masa, where are you at? We returned to Kisaragi dorm where we were greeted by Aki.
ただいま、アキネ。
ただいま先輩。待っててください。今ご飯を作りますから。それは後回し。二人とも上がって。
Okay,
見
maybe
せ
not.
たいものがある。
Maybe Masa's not here yet. Aki, looking slightly proud, invites us to go further down the hall. She stops before one of the doors here.
開けてみて。こう。
Oh, it's Sora's room, right? Oh, it's my room. A desk with scribbles left by the previous students, paper books I'd inherited from them, and a souvenir vase with an artificial flower sticking out of it.
すごい。何から何まで記憶通りだ。
Overcome by nostalgia, I grab a book from the shelf. Yeah, nothing
ご
there.
めん。その本の中身、マザーのデータじゃ特定できなくて。
そういえば、学園生の見たデータから再構成したんだったね。
It's not like I'd ever read the book on the shelf either. Books. I put the book back, look around the room, and notice a picture frame on the desk. I take it in hand and it projects a holograph depicting Sora. Same one?
こう。
Aki touches my back. I somehow force a smile and put the picture back. And just like you'd expect, Nanoha becomes all choked up.
ごめん。つい。いちいち泣いてたらキリがないよね。
なのは。
Yeah, you'd think with what's going on with Nanoha, she'd be jaded or something, but she's still the same. Like a crybaby.
本当にごめん。あ、そうだ。ご飯を作らないと。
As though escaping us, Nanoha runs out of the room. And so I'm left alone with Aki, who's looking really down.
喜ばせたかったのに。余計なことしちゃった。
そんなことないって。昔を懐かしんで泣けるのは幸いだよ。
そう言ってくれると助かるけど。
She looks straight into my eyes as she says that.
こう。ここの NPC を見た？
I nod in response, knowing she's referring to the mass-produced versions of
ご
Ku.
めん。
何を謝ってるんだい？
でも、こうは嫌じゃない？
嫌とかの前に驚きだよ。まさ。
Oh, sorry about that.
うん。おばさまが気に入ってくれて、デザイナーの創作したオリジナルよりも実在の人物を由来にした NPC の方が人気もあって。
Yeah, we've already seen this. Blah blah, extra spice, tragic accident. Just like Ku doesn't exist. Yeah, we remember. Delusion. Very human. I think we actually talked about this too, somehow. Parted versions, there we go. Mass-produced Ku. Everyone turns stupid. Come on. You're the one that's actually being stupid. How else would you explain the Ku, you know, like not acting as an NPC? It's not just a bug. Source Simulacra. I mean, I already know about it in the other route. I don't know why in this one they kind of don't want to tell it. Ark's wizard. Yeah, she knew about it, so she just didn't reach out. What is a soul locky? Who feels the same way? Oh, Rain. I mean, this is new dialogue, but I don't know. I want to see like dialogue that's actual scenes that are actually new. These are new dialogue that are in scenes that we already know. So that's why I kind of just don't care about it, even though the nuance is still different, right? But I'm really not someone who cares about nuance as much. Invite her to a dinner. School days, yeah. Hosho. We've talked about this. We slept? Send an email and close my eyes. Okay. Pinches me. Not in the middle of a flashback. Let's go eat. I assume this is gonna be where Masa is. No Masa still. Nanobe synthetic food, sure. Nanoha and Chinatsu and Makoto. Badly injured, saved by the GU army. Yeah, this is new. I'm guessing Rain's gonna be with Masa. Perplex. No, still no Masa. Return to the base. There we go. Alright. Something new at last. Jeez. I really hate the slice of life in this game. Her chant starts are sounding in my head. I guess it's worse because the fact is that the slice of life is reused over and over again in all of the routes. Oh yeah, that's probably the reason why we haven't met Masa, because we haven't seen Yoneuchi being killed.
反 AI 筆頭議員の米内のことだ。敵対勢力への牽制のつもりが AI 派に新たな火種を提供することになるかもしれん。そうなれば暴動は避けられんだろう。我々の仕事の障害が増える結果になる可能性もある。問題は米内が何を告発するかだ。
Yeah, you really need to get rid of those delays between your sentences, Shizzle.
去った議会の内部事情を明かしてくれるならば、特定議員とブートレガーとの接点も見えてくる。どのみち、我々も米内の言動に注視せざるを得ない。
ヘンリルはどうするんです？
それは集合してから伝える。ベースで、いや、そちらからは現地が近いな。ではリアルで現地に集合だ。
She sends us a map with the rendezvous point.
そうか、もうこんな時間か。のんびりしすぎて勘違いをしていた。
ええ、急いでください。注意。
Yeah, I think Rain also told us to leave too at this exact moment before. I forgot where we were going though. I think we were just going to the internet cafe. I act as though this was planned and Rain responds accordingly.
お仕事なの？
心配すんなって、いつもの通りさ。そんなわけで今日は失礼するよ。なのは、あきね、また来るから。
うん。いってらっしゃい。
気をつけて、こう。
Just as we were about to leave,
レインさん。
Nanoha stops us.
今度はよかったらご飯を食べに来てください。その大したごちそうは用意できませんけど。
ええ、ぜひ。
A wave of relief seems to wash over Nanoha in response to Rain's smile.
よかった。じゃあお刺身用意して待ってますね。楽しみにしておりますから。
She lightly bows with a strange smile on her face before leaving through the front door.
遅かったな、注意。
Mohawk and Major Shizzle are already at the rendezvous point.
申し訳ありません。状況はどうですか、少佐。
もうすぐ集会が始まる。
I suddenly hear a weirdly heroic melody coming from behind the crowd. There's already a stage in the middle of it all, and I can see Oniuchi preparing to give his speech.
我々はどうすれば。
基本的には傍観だな。
The one who responds this time is my old man.
暴露された場合の騒ぎを考えれば、米内が暗殺された方がありがたい。騒ぎになれば、俺たちも仕事がやりにくくなる。とはいえ、米内が暗殺されたとなれば、ゴートも黙っちゃいまい。それを口実に鈴代氏に乗り込んでくるだろう。だから何事も起こらないかどうか見張る。一番いいのは暴露なんかやめて、米内がこのまま引き下がってくれることだがな。
消されるぞって警告してやったらどうですか。
あの手合いはそう言われると余計に燃え上がるからね。あの警備の様子からすれば本人も覚悟の上の行動なのだろう。
I see some bodyguards on the stage. It wouldn't be surprising if there are some guards in civilian clothing hidden in the crowd too.
ネットも厳重にアイスで固められていますね。周囲のボディーガードも幾人かは強化電脳兵士です。
米内議員のネット機能は旧世代のものみたいだからな。セキュリティに関しては用心しすぎるぐらいでちょうどいいんだろう。
しかし反 AI を歌っている割にはそれなりに強化された電脳を使っているようだ。米内は
政治は情報戦でしょうからね。仕方ないんでしょう。
とりあえず我々は分散して様子を見る。もし米内を襲う連中を見つけても指示がない限り手を出すな。
いや。
Major Shizzle and Mohawk disappear into the crowd.
黙って様子を見ているとは任務とはいえあまり気分のいいものではありませんね。
同感だな。
We watch as they begin testing the mic, bringing the start of the speech closer and closer.
落ち着かない気分だな。レイン、アイス周辺の様子は？
異常ありません。CDF のシミクラムとウイルスも警備を固めているようで。
Rain suddenly falls silent.
何かあったのか？
警備網の中に ID が判然としない機体がいます。量産型のウイルスだと思うのですが、おかしいですね。ネットにノイズが混じっているのでしょうか。対象機体の識別信号が特定できず、所属が不明です。
あからさまに怪しくないか、そのウイルス。
モホーク、レイン少尉と連携してその機体の所属を割り出せ。
いや、データを送ってくれ。
いや、どうですか？
解析完了。ハイブリッドウイルスだ。所属は CDF と偽証されていた。
ハイブリッド？例の傭兵か？
どうしたお前たち？何を見つけた？
アイス内にアジトを爆破した敵が使用したのと同タイプの改造ウイルスが紛れ込んでいます。無認可の傭兵部隊ダーインスレイブのです。
刺客が現れたってことか。ウイルスの使い手も近くにいるだろうな。
ウイルスの遠隔操作コード判別、位置特定、送信者を逆探知。
大佐、俺に行かせてください。捕獲すれば何か情報が得られるはずです。
注意、話を聞いていなかったのか。我々は手出しをしないと。
よし、いいだろう。ただし必ず生け捕りにしてこい。
大佐。
So is he still gonna die though? Yoneuchi, I mean?
どうせどう転んでもドンパチになるんだ。だったら手札は1枚でも多い方がいい。それに因縁のある相手なんだろう。言って仲間の敵を撃ってこい。
いや、感謝します、大佐。
My buds, I don't even know them.
いってらっしゃい。リアルボディは私がお守りします。
Rain sees me off as I dive into VR. I guess we're already gonna be fighting Gilbert at this point. Interesting. Dive. Descend to the ground immediately from midair by tapping the D button. I want that. Though I don't know what the hell the D button is on my controller.
新しい武器とか考えるのもいいかも。
Yeah, nothing new. Sorry, it wasn't the development that I want. Let me take a look at the force crashes. Initializer is nice. That's pretty weak. How much damage is that? That's also pretty weak. I wish it shows you the number of damage that you can do on it. 300 and 525. Wow, that's a lot. Aw, it jumps though. Ugh. Lock whirling is like half a bar. Dread Lance is that much. Salt Bardish 150. Yeah, I guess it's about the same amount. 400. That one's pretty. That one's kind of nice for the AoE, to be honest. The Resonance Blade. Gigantic Field is pretty, man. Boosted Kick is a lot of damage, but very situational. Oh, Boosted Uppercut is a lot of damage too. What the hell? But it's very single like person. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna get the Resonance Blade. Yeah, I think that's good enough. The Bardish really makes me become too vulnerable. Like the wind-up time after you do the Force Crash is just too much. I prefer to have an AoE.
Lane, 奴の居場所まで案内してくれ。
待ってください、注意。ヒドゥンモードのウイルスらしき反応。敵がすぐそばに潜んでいます。敵の識別信号を確認。ドミニオン？
違うな。
へいへいはっ切り裂けほらへいあれどうしたへいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへいはっ切り裂けへ当たれへい
Damn, didn't hit it though. There we go. The AoE is pretty nice on that, yeah. Boom. Jeez, didn't hit that? 416. Probably because he has some gauge there. Is this guy the last one? I guess so. Failed to do my combo. Save?
忘れちゃいいのかな？
注意。 このウイルスは
I walk up to the remains of a virus and force my hand through a crack in the armor. The info about its structure flows into my electronic sense organs. I fumble around trying to discover its battle routine.
やっぱりな、こいつらもハイブリッドだ。外装は前のとタイプを変えてきてるが、中身はモホークの解析データと一致する。
申し訳ありません。偽の識別信号にすぐに気づけなくて。
謝ることはない。ただ警戒してくれ。この上、どんな姑息な手段を奴が仕込んできているかわからない。
いや、
とにかく奴がこの近くにいるのは間違いなさそうだ。
しかし CDF のふりをして権限をかけた上で、どうしてさらにドミニオンと誤入するようなウイルスを用意したのでしょう。
ウイルスで米内議員を殺し、その罪をドミニオンに着せる。
その期待まさかと思っていたが、やはり貴様。
I hear a familiar voice and a face window opens up in my vision. It displays an almost unnaturally immaculate Caucasian face. It doesn't really look Caucasian to me, to be honest.
王将のジルベルト、お前生きていたのか。
The reappearance of an asshole from my past leaves me stupefied.
それはこっちのセリフだ。貴様こそなぜ生きている。
どうやらお互い灰色のクリスマスで息絶えていたと思い込んでいたようだな。
何を言っているこの抜け作が。施設の爆破からどうやって逃れたかと聞いているのだ。
Huh? What does he mean, factory explosion? Man, we are so dumb. Why else would he be here, you idiot? Wait, is he talking about the explosion that made me lose my memories? I see. So Gilbert is part of Don's slave.
おい、どうした。頭を打って安物の脳内チップが故障でもしたのか。どうやらその爆発の衝撃で頭のネジが緩んだ。ふん、まあいい。貴様が生きていたのはある幸いだ。あっさり死なれては俺の鬱憤は晴らせん。時間をかけてゆっくりといたぶらなくてな。あのメス犬もお前が俺にひれ伏す様を目の当たりにすれば目も覚めるだろうさ。
何年経ってもその歪んだ性格は治っていないみたいだな。相変わらず逃げ回るのが好きな野郎だな。
Guess Yoneuchi's still gonna die. Guess we're fighting these things. Shadow Gale. God damn it. God damn it. Aw, bastard. Damn it. Gotta kill this one first. There we go. Sadly, I can't actually finish this with the force crash. Damn it. Another Shadow Gale though. Okay, maybe I can kill this one with the force crash. I think I need to do like 3 to 4 combos to this one before I can use the force crash. Oh, god damn it. There's another one. I think I can hit both of them here. God damn it. He was jumping. Wait, I didn't kill the first one? Are you serious? Gotta be shitting me. I didn't kill this first one. Annoying. I actually don't think I force crashed that guy. Ugh.
出てこいジルベルト。どうせ近くで見物しているんだろう。
Bastard is.
それじゃあいいのかな。
しぶといやつだ。くたばり損ないは後が苦しいだけだぞ。
例の構造体で俺を仕留めておけばよかったと今さら後悔してるのかジルベルト。
なんとでも言うがいい。
For now, I'll just take him alive. If I reduce him to an avatar, we'll have many ways to make him talk.
助走しろ。お前に勝ち目はない。俺の仲間が周辺を固めている。逃げられんぞ。降伏すれば命だけは助けてやる。
降伏だと家畜の脅しに乗る俺だと思うか。やは
り口も昔と変わっていないな。
俺は忙しいのでな。ここでゆっくり貴様の相手をしている暇はないの。虫けらどもに食われて死ぬがいい。
待て、逃がすかよ。
止まれ。戦場から逃げるのは許さん。
Thank you, Mohawk. I don't think he's actually gonna kill Yoniuchi like this.
なんだ貴様は。
戦友だ。
下等生物の仲間か。
仮想に依存しすぎた社会は紛れもなく有害です。
貴様、俺の仕事の邪魔をしよって。
その喜びを仮想に。
指先、ほら、誰。
There he is. Oh my god. He's getting fucked. Shit, I'm also getting fucked though. Woo! Mohawk, we need some help. Mohawk, what the fuck are you doing? He's not helping at all. Oh, shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, Mohawk, what are you doing? Mohawk! Help me out here, Mohawk! Oh my god, get the fuck away from me! What?
このまま逃がしてたまるものかよ。なんとかならないのか。
離脱妨害の設置を試み。俺が敵のサポート機を潰す。
Is this the support?
頼む、モーク。
無駄無駄。
Is that the support? Did I kill him? I don't think so.
そっちはどうだ、モーク。
アンカーコードを互いに書き換えて。
Oh my god!
向こうのサポートは味方ではない。
Shit! This is rough, man. Mohawk, are you even doing something? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Is he actually running away? Is Gilbert not here anymore? Oh, he's still here. I see him. I see the asshole.
Oh. 時間切れだな。
ジルベルトログアウト。
What? Can we actually, like...
しくじったか。任務外の行動を許しはしたが、成果がないならば、懲罰は覚悟しておけ。
Can we actually do that?
今まで何してたの？
Let me see. I feel like we could have actually done that. Where am I? We're here. No, it doesn't seem like we can. I don't know. I guess we'll see. After this, I guess we can see.
いや、申し訳ありません。
いいからリアルに戻れ。分散して撤収。基地に集合だ。
やれやれ。その後は映像入りか。
安心しろ。俺も同罪。
すまんな。お前まで巻き込んで。
うん。
He just nods with his usual expressionless
で
face.
も、どうして助けてくれたんだ？
俺の掟だ。
は
あ。あの男はお前の仇か？
まあな。学園生時代からの因縁でな。
因縁？
ああ。俺の友達に手を出したのが始まりで、いつしか殺し合うまでの仲になっている。
そうか。ならば巻き込まれてもよし。
よくわかんないんだ。あんた、いいやつだな、きっと。
I forget my situation and slap him on the shoulder.
あんたの映像入りだけは勘弁してもらえるように、なんとか少佐に謝ってみるよ。
映像はない。ただ、2、3発殴られるだけだ。
あの完全擬態でか？
女に殴られるのは嫌か？
そういう問題じゃないが、映像よりは殴られた方がマシなのかな。
よし。
Mohawk forms what looks like a smile and logs out before I do. I wonder if you can actually prevent him from going out. I return to reality. Yoneuchi is still talking.
今まで何してたの？
I guess after this scene ends, I'm gonna call it an episode too. And check whether or not the
今まで
node
何してたの？
has any changes.
おかえりなさい、注意。
どうだ？もう肝心なことは暴露されちゃったのか？
いよいよこれからです。
私は議会に救うエイリアニストたち。彼らの重要なスキャンダルを握っております。
He suddenly drops a bombshell and the crowd goes deathly quiet.
やれやれ。これで大暴動が始まるぞ。こう、お嬢さんを連れて戻ってこい。
ああ、分かっているよ、親父。
I grab Rain's arm and turn away from Yoneuchi.
このスキャンダル、彼らは隠蔽できないでしょう。彼らこと、アナン市長に司法の手が及ぶのもさほど遠く。
Okay, he actually got shot in real life this time. Suddenly, his speech stops and the crowd turns completely silent.
注意。
I turn around and see Yoneuchi standing there with an empty expression. There's a hole in his forehead.
暗殺です。おそらくはレーザーでの狙撃。
God, these bodyguards are useless. The counselor collapses on stage and the crowd breaks out into loud screams and roars.
エリアニストが議員をやりやがった。まだ連中が潜んでるに違いねえ。
Baseless speculation starts spraying up and spreading like wildfire. The mood of the crowd changes instantly. Scuffles break out all over the place, and the bodyguards angrily take aim at their guns.
行きましょう。ここは危険です。
Alright, no confrontation with the riots.
直ちに解散し、この場を立ち去りなさい。従わない場合は実力行使に訴えます。現在、シティは非常警戒態勢下にあります。外出は控え、一般市民は最寄りの建物に避難してください。
Meteors flying above us blared a warning. Sudden gunshots and an uncomfortable silence both reach my ears at the same time. Finally, the street is overwhelmed by voices and footsteps. I turn around and see a horde of panicking rioters rush in our direction.
基地で落ち合いましょう。
The moment she shouted that, I was caught up in the horde. I'm caught in an endless sea of people. Unable to fight back, they pushed me through the city.
レイン！こいつら！
Yeah, we're meeting up with Shinatsu again here. I can't see her anywhere. I only see the faces and backs of scared people. I step on something soft, and it makes a chill go down my spine. Falling here would mean getting trampled. I give my all to swim through the wave of people, careful not to slip and fall. I quickly break out of it and fill my lungs with fresh air. The tsunami passes, but I still see panicking people scattered about. Some are lying down in the road too. Seems like she managed to escape. I breathe a sigh of relief, then begin to make my way there, taking care not to step on anyone along the way. I run into someone. It scares me and I quickly brace myself. But then I see who it is and lose all my words. It's Shinatsu. She's dragging a bag behind her. It's slightly open and I see a metallic shine inside. Any soldier knows what that is. It's a high output laser sniper rifle. Okay, she's the one that killed Anan. Oh, sorry, not Anan. Yoneuchi. She grimaces, raises the bag, and resumes running. Before I can warn her, she runs into the horde of riders. They slowly approach her. Shinatsu walks a few steps back and looks at me with bloodshot eyes. I can't tell if it's because she's tense and panicked, or if she sees me as an enemy. No, even so, I don't care. I need to prevent her from being ravaged by this mob. Both Shinatsu and the riders look at me in shock, but the men's faces quickly become filled with anger. The tsunami of people draws closer. I instantly remember the martial arts I learned in the military nerding myself, but... just how many of them are there? Am I stupid? I just let my emotions control me and practically dug my own grave. Strangely though, I don't regret it. I just started a reckless battle to protect a friend. And it reminds me of the time I did the same in my school years. I decked the first two guys, but then was overwhelmed by countless punches. I'm guessing this is after our first meeting with Gilbert. I hear Chinatsu's voice. I feel really bitter right now. When will I become strong enough to protect what's important to me? What is important to you, Ko? Your friends or whatever? Man, my first date with Chinatsu is ruined. Masa, I don't think that's a good idea. Everyone's gaze is focused at her. She rubs her head like she's uncomfortable and looks at Nanoha. She forms a lonely smile and walks out to the front door. Masa and Aki run deeper into the dorm. Suddenly, I feel the smell of miso tickle my nose. Five people? That would be me, Masa, Aki, Nanoha, and one more.
まだ追いつけると思うよ。
ありがとう、なのは。
Yeah, our first date wasn't all that bad. I went to catch up to Chinatsu and I found her looking up at the stars on the road right before the dorm.
おい、千夏。
うん、こう。
どうしたんだ？空なんか見上げちゃって。
なんかさ、星綺麗だからまっすぐ帰るのもったいなくて。
飯食ってけよ。ここなら肩が凝らないだろ。
いいよ。なんか気まずくてさ。
別に千夏が気に病む必要はないだろ。
だって。
For a moment, she's about to say something, but then she drops her gaze to her toes. This is even before the tournament.
ごめんな。予告通りつまらないデートになっちゃって。
とりあえず退屈なデートじゃなくなっちゃったね。でもありがとう。ある意味思い出深い初デートだったよ。
初デートって？
実は私も初めてだったんだ。男の子とデートするのって。
そうだったのか。本当にごめん。
A bad date is bad enough, but I also made her feel all awkward. Even if I didn't intend it, I'm still feeling apologetic about it.
ほんと楽しかったよ。最後にバカが邪魔にさえ入らなければね。また気が向いたら誘ってよ。私も気が向いたら OK すっからさ。
Chinatsu smiles. The fact that she enjoyed it makes me feel fulfilled. So she had fun, huh? Then even if it has a weird aftertaste, No, the date isn't over yet. It's still going on as we speak.
なあ、時間あるか？あと1時間だけデートの続きをさせてくれないか？
いいけど、一体何をするの？
いいから来いよ。それから飯を食って解散にしようぜ。
I gently take her hand in mine.
あ、ちょっと。
Though it perplexes her, she doesn't resist at all.
へえ、ここがこうの部屋なんだ。
ああ、とりあえず座ってくれよ。
I never really intended to bring a girl to my room. A bit tense, I hand a Neurojack over to Chinatsu.
ジャックインして。
ネットはちょっと。
いいから。気に入らなかったらすぐに離脱していいからさ。
仕方がないな。ま、約束しちゃったもんね。デートしたら趣味クラブを試すって。
Misunderstanding my intention, Chinatsu inserts the Neurojack. I guess she's meeting up with Ku. No. When we appear in cyberspace, our eyes grow wide.
嘘。ここが仮想なの？
おばさんの会社、アークインダストリーのプライベートスペース。頭を下げて1時間だけ貸してもらったんだ。
おばさん？こうのおばさんってあのアークインダストリーの社長なの？
言ってなかったっけ？そうだよ。セーラおばさんって言ってすげえおっかない人。
A clear sky with white clouds. The blue sea reflects the virtual sun, and it's so bright I have to cover my eyes. In normal cyberspaces, the time is the same as in reality, but in private spaces, people are free to set the time by themselves.
すごい。足の裏に砂のつぶつぶが感じられるよ。それに風に潮の香りが満ちてるし。
With a mechanical voice, the AI starts speaking, as though to respond to Chinatsu.
警告。ここはアークインダストリー所有の空間です。独自のポリシーに従い、リミッターが緩和されています。
リミッターが緩和されてるの？
Chinatsu confirms it by pinching her cheek. Are we in a different node?
今まで何してたの？
Yeah, it's a different node. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any branching point there, so... Yeah, it was bound to always happen, I assume. I'm guessing at some point after he gets to like one bar, he eventually leaves himself. Gilbert.
そんなに思いっきりつねるやつがいるかよ。
そんなことより泳ごうよ。1時間なんて一瞬だよ。
Overjoyed, she starts taking off her clothes.
バカ
What the hell is she thinking? I quickly close my eyes.
大丈夫だから目を開けなって。
Nothing about this seems fine. Still, I hesitantly do as I'm told. I see her there at the shore, sticking out her tongue. Before I realized it, she was wearing a bikini.
私だってセカンドの女の子だよ。水着ぐらいはアイテムリストに常備してるってば。
The bright bikini suits her slim body really well. As if to tease me for being enchanted by her appearance, Chinatsu splashes water on me.
ほら、目が瞬きしてないぞ、スケベ。
ごめんつい見とれてってビキニになったのはそっちだろ。
ほら、こうも泳いだ泳いだ泳いだ。まさか金槌じゃないよね。
待て俺のアイテムリストには水泳パンツなんて。
綺麗なのに泳がなきゃ海がかわいそうじゃない。
She grabs me by the arm and drags me to the waist by force.
すごいすごい。まるっきり本物の現実だよ。
Water turns to mist and drifts towards me. The passing wind is filled with the smell of salt, and the way too bright sun burns my skin. All of this is a result of unimaginable calculation processing working in the background. It's scary to even picture how great it is. It actually awes me. So this is the true power of AI without limiters. As I get lost in thought, Chinatsu splashes more water on me.
こいつ
私、裸で泳いでみたかったんだ。ねえ、裸で泳いでいい？
よせ やめろ。
冗談。こうのスケベ、目が一瞬マジだった。
夏お前いい加減にしないと。
いい加減にしないとなんなのよ。悔しかったら捕まえてみな。
When in high spirits, Chinatsu looks as innocent as a child. Her pure smile makes my heart ache slightly. Back then, I couldn't tell what the pain actually meant. Attacked by a headache, I grab hold of my head. I'm surrounded by darkness and can feel cold concrete under me. The damp air is hard on my breathing.
ここは
気がついた。
I look up and see Chinatsu look down at me with cold eyes. Oh yeah, I was attacked by riders, passed out, and... The realization makes a dull pain attack my whole body. I twist myself and
無
groan.
理しないで。今はダーマで痛みを抑えているだけだから。
What are derms? Those words make me realize that yes, my wounded body is covered by derms.
千夏お前が俺を助けてくれたのか。
さすがに見殺しにできなくてね。
そうかすまん。
礼には及ばないよ。私もこうに聞きたいことがあったし。
My eyes get used to the darkness, and I finally see her properly.
千夏お前
She's covered in half-dried blood, so much of it that you think she'd just taken a blood shower. I mean, she's probably the one that killed them.
怪我をしているのか。まさか俺を助けるためにそんな。
謝らないで。私の血じゃないよ。
Yeah, you idiot. She cuts my words short, sounding completely annoyed.
あんたを救い出すにはちょっと荒っぽい手段が必要だった。
I don't know what it was she did, but it's clear that it wasn't very clean.
バカだね。ボートに正面から立ち向かって自殺する気だったの？
確かにバカかもな。正直何も考えていなかった。
変わってないね。
Her dreary sigh echoes throughout the tunnel.
一応礼は言っておくよ。ありがとう。
それはお互い様だ。ありがとう。
I feel like you're just giving him positive reinforcement to still keep being an idiot. This is enabling him. We both stop talking and heavy silence overcomes us.
で、俺に聞きたいことってなんだ？
あの騒ぎはあんたらの仕業？
それは俺が聞きたいぜ。
Jinatsu's holding the laser rifle from before under her shoulder. I can't imagine how, but the hard metallic weapon is severely bent and painted in red as though dipped in blood.
米内を狙撃したのは千夏じゃないよな。
もしそうでもはいとか言うと思う。
Maybe?
だったら俺も答えは同じだ。
こう私も昔の親友に荒っぽいことはしたくないんだ。まずこっちの質問に答えなよ。
I see a hint of pleading in her cold eyes. That look tells me that, even if we were on good terms, she won't hesitate to torture me.
俺たちは傍観していただけだ。米内を囲む警備網のアイスを眺めていたらウイルスが押し寄せてきた。
やっぱりね。あの警備では力不足。
そう言うってことは千夏の属する組織が米内をやったわけじゃなさそうだな。
Why would she have the same rifle, though?
かも。
That means that she definitely isn't part of a non-CDF. And I doubt she's with Dominion either.
お前らもドレクスラー機関を追っているのか。
口が軽いよこう。お互いもう学園生じゃないんだから。
それを分かった上で聞いているんだ。
だったらわかるでしょ。鈴代市に集まってる連中の目当てと言ったらそれしかない。そしてもちろん私は志願してこの任務に参加してる。こうあんただってそうなんでしょ。空の仇を撃つために軍人になった。違う？
ああ、もちろん仇は撃ちたい。だけどそのために俺は真実を知りたい。本当は何があったのかを。
そんなの決まってるよ。私らは裏切られたんだよ。あの先生に、栗原直樹に。
Her eyes are full of intense rage, bearing the color of hatred.
こうだって覚えてるでしょ。事件当日の先生のこと。
Yeah, we saw it in Nanaha's route.
そりゃ覚えているけど。
あの前から先生はちょっと変だった。こうと私はそれをよく知ってたじゃない。
She's right. There was something about him, and it wasn't just on the day it happened. We'd seen strange signs before that too. But my brain is Swiss cheese right now, so I can't actually remember anything important.
まさか忘れたとか言わないよね。
そのまさかなんだ。最近作戦中に神経パルス攻撃を受けて、そのせいで脳チップに障害が起きて今は修復処置を受けている最中だ。学園時代や過去の出来事についてところどころうまく思い出せない部分があってな。
そう。
皮肉なもんさ。どうせ忘れるなら空や事件のことまですっぱり忘れられれば幸せでいられそうなんだけどな。
そうかもね。でも私たちにはそれが許されない。生き延びた者には死んだ奴の仇を討つ責任があるから。
Not necessarily. Depends on you. The choice is on you. But I do think most people would choose that road. It sounds like she's just trying to convince herself. I don't see a hint of her past, cheerful self on her face. Just how bad did her great Christmas have to be to turn her into this?
記憶を失ってるんじゃ。今は何を言っても無駄だね。
千夏。
早く頭を直しなよ。じゃあ、あとは自分で仲間を呼びな。
With those words as her last, Chinatsu leaves the tunnel without even turning back. Alright, I was gonna end the episode right then anyway, so perfect timing there.
忘れちゃやだよ。いいのかな？
So we're already like meeting up with Shinatsu like in chapter 6. We probably already meet up with her too and in the other chapter 6s in all the routes. But I guess because, you know, we turned down all of the other females, we're actually getting into her route. I do wish that the routes... but then again, as I said, this is mostly because it's an eroge, right? Eroges are structured as if the routes are branching from, like, you know, when you pick a girl, it's their route. Kind of wish that it's not like that to some degree, but... you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. The fights are... well, there haven't really been too many fights so far, but they've been pretty difficult in this chapter, and it's a lot more combat intensive. Unlike the first couple of chapters we did. Or sorry, not the couple of chapters, couple of routes. This one definitely has a lot more battles per chapter, I feel. But yeah, I guess we'll see just how this will go. I do like this current Chinatsu a lot more than the old version. She's a lot more serious, and I guess we'll see what actually made her like this. I remember her Grey Christmas being something along the lines of she was in a party, and then everyone started dying or whatever, right? But there must be other things that happen that make her super, super angry, right? I guess we'll see. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Except if you guys haven't, Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. YouTube members will be getting these early access, but nothing uncensored. There's just that one CG with Shizzle in this episode, so nothing too big that you guys are missing. Also, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member, because that's gonna be where I put the first episode previews of future playthroughs. With that said, I will see you guys in about 4 days, I think, because tomorrow and the day after I'll be doing some more Amayui. Amayui, hopefully, as I said, will not be that much longer. Maybe a couple more weeks. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know how much longer Amayui is going to be. Alright, I'll see you guys on the next one.